Hey, good morning, everybody. Onepeg here. It's about, 6 a.m. on Friday, so happy Friday, everybody. Today is Rex Manning Day. For those of you that don't get the reference, go watch Empire Records. You'll thank me later. SDF has posted this morning that they're going to be taking the servers down a little bit earlier than what we've been seeing before. And by a little bit earlier, I mean a lot earlier. To prepare for next season, we will begin maintenance and prepare for the new season starting on June 7th at 8 a.m. my time. That is in about 2 hours, a little bit less than that. 2 hours and, well, an hour and 45 minutes, I guess. We apologize that this is a little quicker than the wipe timer. This update will take much longer than all previous updates. We ask that you tune into Summer Games Fest for the announcement about the new season content. The detailed patch notes will be shared after the SGF announcement. You can watch the Summer Game Fest at summergamefest.com. Thanks. Now, for those of you that don't know, Summer Game Fest is this. It is an annual festival that basically ends up being a bunch of promotional stuff. But the timer is right up here in the upper left-hand corner and is 14 hours from now. Hey, Editor Onepeg here. So that timer is actually super off, like all of them are. For whatever reason, the countdown timer that they have on the website is wrong for everyone, like everyone. I ended up cross-checking it and was like, that seems like it's really like far. It's actually not that. Summer Games Fest starts, it's held in Los Angeles. It begins at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. CEST. Okay? So that is about 10 hours from this moment, 7:30 a.m. Now, the show lasts 3 hours. And we don't know when Dark and Darker is going to be showcased during that 3-hour stretch of time. But what they need to make sure of is that the game is up by the time that the promo for Dark and Darker plays, otherwise they're going to miss out on gamers. Obviously, this is a strong marketing push from them to coincide this next large patch along with the Summer Games Fest promo in hopes that they're going to get a jump in their player base. It's a smart move. They just have to make sure that everything is working by then. At any rate, we're looking at somewhere around a 10 to 11, maybe 12-hour downtime. When, I guess, talking with SDF very briefly about expectations and what will be changed, because now we have these bugs from this latest hotfix, and they took the servers down overnight last night for about an hour to reset the servers and get rid of the ability to use lanterns and those explosive bottles. We have rogues that are all kind of messed up, and then we have people able to use the lantern shield, the riposte shield, with a bare fist in their left click to be able to hit people with their bare fist for like 50 damage. But SDF ended up stating, if everything goes as planned, something amazing will happen. Unfortunately, he also told me that they weren't ready to remove the base camp as of yet. They think that that's going to happen next season. Now, of course, I have no idea exactly what it is that they have cooking, but I do have confirmation on a couple of things, and then I have my own predictions. We do have confirmation of Ice Abyss. We know that that's going to be in the game for sure. How to get to Ice Abyss, we don't yet know. We also have confirmation that there will be at least one new mob type in the Harpy, and we also know that the Frost Wyvern will be on Ice Abyss as well. Based on the current trend of the game and the current data mined icons, my belief, my prediction in this case, is that we will see the removal of the BR circle from crypts, and it will be replaced with a staged kind of swarm mechanic that will still use that buggy visual aspect, but will get progressively worse as the map goes on, ultimately killing you if you stay too long. I believe in this case, both the Frost map with Ice Abyss and the Inferno map for Crypts will both have these similar types of mechanics on both stages. My prediction also, I believe I'm 90% on the side of this is probably happening, is the Druid is going to be included in this patch as well. Whether or not there's going to be any balance associated with that class, I don't know, but what I can tell you is, from my experience playing several hours of the Druid on test, they felt as though they were very, very strong support, amazingly strong healers, had some good, strong CC, but were pretty atrocious when it came to damage, and the forms at this point almost feel like an afterthought, aside from the idea of having some survivability and some movement mechanics. But the ability to use rat form to like get under doors, for instance, which was one of the abilities for that, the chicken form's ability to fly a short distance, and the ability for the panther to wall jump were all not in the game at the point in time that we were able to test it. So it's unknown whether or not those mechanics will make it for Druid by the time that Druid is live, but I do believe that Druid will be live in some way today. Stuff that I am 50-50 on would be Arena. We already know that there are 2 data mined Arena maps. things that were shown from Green in one of his videos about, I don't know, a week ago or so. Those maps are made up of modules that are already in the game. They were just pieced together differently. We have no idea how those maps will play. We don't understand how the game modes work. We have no idea what they're cooking for that. But there's the possibility that Arena could make it into this patch because the assets already exist. It's just a matter of setting up those game modes. Oh, I also believe because of this change with the BR circle on crypts that we will likely see the addition of some new static extracts and static portals or stairways or whatever. We'll have some additional ones to take us down into Inferno. Possibly some new animations. We'll have to see. And then the stuff that I'm like 10% likely on, most likely not happening. Ruins, I don't think is ready for the rework yet. I don't think we're going to see the Ruins map on this. I also don't think that we're going to see a talent tree for this one. I think multi-class and the idea of multi-classing in the talent tree system is going to need a bit more time in the oven to be able to be really ready for them to show it to us. I think that this patch is much more focused on content that we can do as opposed to the more background theory crafting kind of build your own character, choose your own adventure kind of stuff in the case of a talent tree. I think that we need that absolutely in order for class diversity to be a bit more of a thing and have people do more of a focus on paths that they want to go down with. Unique builds, if you want to do those, is something that the game really needs to adapt, but I don't want to see it in the game if it's not ready to be in the game. And lastly, I would like to see them remove the ability to inspect other players if there's going to be a lobby where people are running around. Sure, you could see that people are wearing like gold gear or nicer plate or nicer leather or something like that, but having the ability to look at every little piece of gear that they have and know either who you're going to be hunting or who you're going to be trying to stay away from at the very start, I think is unnecessary. Aside from the whole like ability to stream snipe people or guys that are using ESP and walls to hunt down people on maps and make beelines to them and all this other stuff, the idea of the unknown for the normal player, I think adds an element of dynamism to the game that we could benefit from. I don't know, like the idea of that nervousness would sit well with me. I want to feel like I'm always on edge, if that makes sense, other than knowing full well that it's likely I'll get murdered if I see the wrong duo. You know what I mean? At any rate, it looks like we're down for a while. The downtime today is going to be pretty extensive. We're all going to get wiped back to nothing. I think my plan today, once the servers are back up, is to go live either by myself or I might be playing with Jay this evening. The intention is to just go and experience all of the new stuff. Try and find all the new things that we can. I'm going to make a long, extensive list, and then obviously give you guys my findings on the back end once I'm able to actually get in there and experience and play with all of the different stuff and the mechanics, hopefully possibly learn the mechanics for the Wyvern boss, and give you guys my findings on the other end. Anyway, guys, that's what I have for this one. Thanks so much for coming and checking it out. If you'd be so kind as to sub the channel here, maybe even hit the bell, that would be really, really great. Most of the people that watch my videos, as it turns out, are not subscribed to the channel, like some 90+%. So I think I'm supposed to say that here. Or you can come and check me out on one of my live streams when I'm live. I'm live every day around 6 to 7 a.m. Eastern. I will be live as soon as this video is live, as a matter of fact. So come by and say hi if you feel like saying hi. We'll have a nice long waiting room for this patch. Thank you so much for lending me your eyeballs, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.